Shalom, shalom, kal halalim la Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone, shalom to the prophets of the body, and shalom to the 144,001 third. May peace and blessings and the spirit of endurance be upon you and your households. My last video just crashed, so it was about half an hour ago, so I'm going to redo the video. I'll probably have to do it quickly because due to the lack of time, so lucky for that. Okay, I'm going to play the video first, and we'll go into some scriptures just regarding the Charagmaa. Okay, so as you can see, 2026 is the year where a lot of things are going to go down. They're going to produce the Charagmaa in mass. Okay, the MOTB. All right, and they can use various angles. Okay, and they're going to use a lot of stars, athletes, like they did during the jump shot. All right, they've already started using Kim Kardashian. All right, so they're going to show different situations where if you've got an ailment, you're paralyzed, you've got physical issues, they're going to say, okay, yeah, you could. This is how they're helping these individuals, war veterans, whether it's lost or kidnapped children, to keep track of your children, child trafficking. There's going to be that angle to scare the hell out of people, to protect themselves and their children. There's going to be a lot of videos and AI videos and literal videos with regards to that, because Esau's going to do his thing, trying to push this, and ultimately it's going to be the financial crash as well, which is they're going to do all these things leading up to the financial crash, and the financial crash is going to happen, and then this is going to be the method of transacting for goods and services. Revelation 13:16. So I'm going to play the video first, and we'll take it from there. Bear with me.
Welcome to the Neuralink presentation. This is an update for the progress of the Neuralink team. It's been an incredible amount of progress.
Recently, Elon Musk also wrote, Neuralink will start high-volume production of brain-computer interface devices and move to a streamlined, almost entirely automated surgical procedure in 2026. Elon Musk's Neuralink is accelerating its preparations for 2026, with plans to produce more than 1,000 chips for widespread use. After receiving the green light from the FDA, Neuralink implants are currently intended for patients suffering from paralysis due to spinal cord injuries, Parkinson's disease, and epilepsy, as well as for recovery following stroke and traumatic brain injury. The technology is also aimed at addressing vision loss and hearing-related conditions such as tinnitus. The first 12 patients to receive Neuralink's N1 telepathy chip have not only shown significant recovery, but have also been able to perform a wide range of tasks and actions at a level higher than before. As of now, they have nearly regained the ability to live independently. However, we cannot deny that an incident did occur during the implantation and recovery process, an issue that Elon Musk and the company have acknowledged. Although the problem appears to have been satisfactorily resolved, Elon Musk has promoted changes to the brain-computer interface manufacturing process to further strengthen confidence. In a post dated December 31st, he added that device threads will go through the dura without the need to remove it. This is a big deal. So what is Neuralink's next list of implant patient, and how will the plan to deploy 1,000 chips in 2026 unfold? Welcome to Tesla Car World, the company's brain-computer interface, BCI. Technology is designed to enable paralyzed patients to control mechanical devices, robotic hands, and even digital devices, such as computers, gaming consoles, and certain internet-connected kitchen appliances using only their thoughts. Previously described by Musk as a device like a Fitbit in your skull, the system consists of a chip that places a small piece of bone and connects to the brain through a series of thin thread-like electrodes. According to the company's website, the N1 implant contains 1,024 electrodes distributed across 64 flexible threads. Not long ago, the idea that the human brain could be upgraded without surgery would have sounded unrealistic, even irresponsible. For decades, brain surgery meant permanence. Once something was implanted, it was fixed in place, difficult to change, and often impossible to improve without opening the skull again. Today, that assumption is being challenged in a way that few people expected, and the change is coming from Neuralink, the brain-computer interface company founded by Elon Musk.
All right, I only just played a little bit of that just to get the core information. It's about a 20-minute video. Okay, so they've already had successful trials in the UK and America. All right, and a lot of these so-called operations regarding the CHIP will be done on an automated basis. They won't be using humans. So therefore, a lot of along with the financial crisis and the people not having the lack of jobs, even your high-profile people like doctors and surgeons and whatever it could be, plastic surgeons or doctors in general, are not going to have jobs. They even show you in movies like Back to the Future where lawyers are abolished and everything's done on an automated basis. they show you in the future where, they wear their pockets inside out. Movies like Back to the Future 2, 1 and 2, or 2, yeah. Why do they wear their pockets inside out when Dr. Emmett Brown mentions it to Marty McFly? Why? Because it's spiritual. Because there's nothing needed to put in them pockets. All right, just like that song by Huey Lewis and the News, or Muse. Huey Lewis and the News, that song at the beginning. Don't need no money, don't need no credit card to ride this train. Something along those lines. Why? Because it's a song focusing on the Charagmaa. All right, and the Charagma is the Greek word for mark in Revelation 13:16, which means insertion or etching into the flesh. Okay, it's obviously there's more there's more in-depth information on the Charagma, but that word mark is Charagma, meaning insertion or etching into the flesh, and that's the MOTB, where it's going to be placed in your brain, in your hand, your right hand or left hand. It could be put in your butt cheek, but it's still the Charagma, insertion or etching into the flesh. Okay. All right. So there's going to be various angles that they're going to use to promote this. All right. But the ultimate icing on the cake, the cherry on top, will be the financial crash. Okay. And we're already seeing the run up to these things. Okay. Because most heathen kingdoms don't last beyond a 250-year period, even though America has been there before 1776 in terms of these crackers being there and heathens being there, the Edomites. But the foundation was laid in 1776. Official sort of foundation, that stamp, and now we're approaching the 250th year. Okay, and the devil hath but a short time, Revelation 12 verse 12. Okay, so they're going to go quite hot and heavy in terms of their advancements. And they're already making detention centers and concentration camps. They've got ICE and doing their thing. The lack of law and order is being taken away. Your freedom of speech is being taken away. They're promoting all kinds of devious, disgusting behavior with the moles and people marrying animals and all that kind of nonsense. We're just in a very evil world, man. And going back in time, a lot of people are nostalgic and want to go back in time, how things used to be. It's not going to be like that no more. Okay, the only people that want to go back in time and go back to the nostalgia are 2/3, and obviously the heathen, because the heathen, so-called white man, and the rest of the heathens, non-Israelites, know that they're going to, well, especially the so-called white man, the elites know that they're going into slavery next. And the lower level, your Joe Six-Pack crackers and heathens, know something is up. And some of them are having dreams and visions, but they're not going to talk about it. They're not going to talk about so-called Black Messiah. They're not going to talk about being in chains and shackles. I'm sure some of them had dreams and visions. Okay. All right. So there's a lot going on, and these things are going to amplify as soon as the financial crash happens. All right. Because the way people lined up for the jump shot during the C-19 situation, that focus, C-19, where did that start? In China? But the focus went right back to America, ground zero Babylon, to you blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Shouldn't they be raiding Chinatown? Shouldn't ICE be raiding Chinatown? Shouldn't these people, the powers that be raiding Chinatown, say, okay, all you Moabites, we have to put you in a camp because we don't want you to spread any kind of disease because it's common among your people, something along those lines. But they went for the blacks, Hispanics, and natives. All right. Why? Because these crackers know we got rulership next. Jeremiah 30 verse 7. Jacob's trouble has already started. Jacob's trouble has already started. Okay, but it's going to amplify to a point where people are going to be deleting each other in the street. Okay. All right. All these end time dystopian type movies, where there's hell breaking out in the street. Gone are the days where a pretty girl can walk, through the high street with a miniskirt on and some stilettos. That's gone. The women that look like that and are attractive, that would dress like that, are going to be taken and gripped up. All right. Okay. They're going to be probably wearing a burqa, man. Like Muslim women. But it's coming to that point where it's going to get really, really violent out here, man. All right. It's going to be a war between the haves and the have-nots. All right. And The elect know what time it is, and these things have to happen. All right, if we're going to have our kingdom. All right, so the elect, in the hour of temptation is going to be there, where people will be tempted, thinking, okay, if I take this, I can feed my family. If I take this, I can do this and that and the third. Only the 2/3 are going to get caught up in that trap or snare with that jinn. The elect are not going to get caught up in that, because Yahweh Shemashai is going to provide for the elect in every shape or form. All right. You're not gonna go lacking. You might go lacking for a day or so, but Yahweh Shemashai is going to keep you satiated, food and water wise. Your mouth is going to be okay. Your belly's going to be okay. You're going to get a little rumbling, but lo and behold, the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is going to open doors. Hey man, you could be walking through a forest and there's a little cabin, and you walk in through the cabin, but then the cabin is cloaked. Once you walk in with your family or the brothers or whatever, and in there could be a fire going on, place to have a hot shower, clean clothes, could be a hot meal on the table, still warm, wine, water, juice, all lawful, healthy, real food, man, real drink. And the Lord might say, stay here for 3 days, get yourself right, and then you got to keep moving, because you got to be pilgrims upon the earth. You got to be moving, right? The Lord's going to do many things for the elect, okay? So, Lord willing, we're part of that number, so we don't have to worry, okay? So, time is speeding up, all right? You can barely get your routine done in the day, and you're like, the way time is moving fast, and the way you speed up the YouTube video, going, like really fast, like you're fast forwarding something, right? It feels like you're moving like that on a daily basis. Okay, and time is moving fast. Barakti Yahweh Bashem Yashai Bashem Rakak for that, man. And so, I touched on the many methods that they're going to promote this. Okay, child trafficking. People that want to, CHIP the children. They want to CHIP themselves, because Esau's pumping a lot of bullshit in the air as well. So you got a lot of people with dementia and brain fog. They're going to say, okay, I got brain fog. Or I don't want to get dementia, so I want to take the CHIP. Oh, you know what? My legs are weak. I've had leg problems. Let me enhance my body. They're going to take it. My child is retarded, or so-and-so slightly slow in my family. I want to get them to take the CHIP. I'm a big Star Trek fan or whatever, or they're an Iron Man fan. You got the little places where these people go to, that love certain superheroes or whatever. And so-called white man knows they're not going to get spiritual power like Kal-El. They're not going to get spiritual power like a real Jake. Okay. So their method will be, okay, you know what? Let me take this so I can enhance myself. And they make movies about it. Movies actually called Enhance. All right. I think it's called Enhance, right? 2018 movie. Enhance. Let me find out. Enhance movie. Or no, it's called Upgrade. Actually, there is a movie called Enhanced. A young woman with enhanced abilities finds herself hunted down by a sinister government organization. Okay, I ain't seen that movie yet, but anyway, movies like Enhanced, movies like Upgrade, and other types of movies. The movies like Iron Man. If you look at Iron Man, what's he got in his chest? That's a big ass Charagmaa in his chest, right? And and Iron Man is basically the elites. Like that movie, the God of War or whatever. Is it God of War or Lord of War? Let me just Google it 1 second. So I'm trying to say it correctly. Nicolas Cage, yeah, Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, God of War or Lord of War movie. Nicolas Cage, Lord of War movie. Yeah, Lord of War, 2005. That's them. Okay. So there's gonna be many angles, and obviously the hammer hitting the nail on the head or whatever, right, is gonna be the financial crash. They're gonna think to themselves, okay, we're in this world, okay, and they're gonna have that mindset of the go along and to get along type, especially the 2/3, your Steve Harveys, your Jay-Z's, your P. Diddy's, or anyone that's got money, that's a so-called millionaire in this world. All right, they're gonna take it. Okay, the so-called white man that's wealthy, they're gonna take it. The elites, this is their world, they're gonna take it. Okay, they're all gonna take it because this is their world. But the elect are not gonna take it because we got better things coming. Or we want this world to fucking end. We don't want to go back in time to the 80s. Oh, the 80s. It was such a lively time. Or the 70s. I want to go back to the, people are saying all that bullshit, man. All right. We want to get the hell out of it. Onwards and upwards, as they say. All right. Now let's go to, all right. So mass production in 2026. Telepathy, brain CHIPs. Automated surgery. So you surgeons are going to lose your jobs. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, so ultimately it's going to be a mass rollout, as you can see here. Mass rollout in 2026. All right. And once that financial crash happens, all bets are off for you people, man, because you're going to take it. We want this financial crash to happen, man. So we don't have to get up and go work no more. Then we know the Lord is going to speed up the time even more faster. It's going fast anyway. It's going to go even more faster. Even more faster. All right. Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be deleted, or should be slaka, should be killed. I'm trying to speak in code there. Should be killed, sorry. Okay. Because you get the habit when he's speaking on a worldly term, making a video, right? Because of how Esau is. YouTube police and all that. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma, insertion or etching into the flesh. That word mark is charagma in the Blue Letter Bible, a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, so they want you to worship their ways. They want you to basically, like Simon says, Simon says, do this, do that. They want you to follow their ways, worship and follow their methods, They want you to worship their image, okay, their doctrine, all right? Hence the reason why they're getting rid of Bibles, getting rid of the word of the Lord, banning Bibles. That's why they've got movies in the future, right? Burning books. If books are found, burn them, no books. And there were movies or shows like that. I think it was, what's that show, man, in black and white? I forget these names, man. But nevertheless, they've been showing, movies, shows from the 40s and 50s, a world where, they have no books or magazines. Then they can control the narrative, right? And and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, that's a charagma, to buy and sell. All right. They don't want you. They don't want. They and another way, a prelude to the CHIP was the jump shot. Okay, because there's certain technology within that liquid they put into you, which has got metal particles. I'm not going to touch on it now, but that's like a kind of like an antenna to a certain degree. And even if certain people didn't take the jump shot, the charagma, when they put it in you, is going to do its job anyway. All right. But ultimately, the jump shot was there to, they're trying to get the elect so they don't get that spiritual power, because that's meant to, destroy your pineal gland, so you don't have that connection with the Lord. Hence the reason why that guy from IUIC, when 22 people got deleted by taking the jump shot, I think one of them said that he doesn't have his connection with God anymore. He can't feel the Most High anymore after taking the jump shot. All right. And he's obviously a 2/3. He wasn't part of the Lord's sheep anyway. Hence the reason why he got took by that trap and snare and jinn. But the elect are not going to get caught, because the elect are covered from the foundation of the earth. All right. Hence the reason why the elect cry and think about Yahweh Shai and miss him. All right. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay. How are you going to buy and sell? How are you going to buy things, goods and services, pay for it? How are you going to transact for goods and services? That's how you're going to do it. Okay. Hence the reason why inflation is going through the roof. Hence the reason why the silver and gold is going through the roof. Okay. The value of money is not there. And as it increases, what do you think is going to happen as it goes up and up and up? It's only going to burst, right? To the point where money has no value. All right. Okay. I mean, it could be like £1,000 for a loaf of bread, or $2,000 for a loaf of bread in the very near future. All right. So that time is coming. All right. All the things are coming together. The digital aspect, the CHIP Neuralink aspect. Okay. The 250th year approaching from 1776 up until now. And most heathen kingdoms don't go past 250 years. The ICE aspect, people are already deleting each other. Okay. The concentration camps, detention centers being made. What does all that look like to you? Okay. The building of the New World Order, man. All right. And the ICE is just another version of stormtroopers. All right, mercenaries like they show in the movie Purge. So you need to watch a lot of these movies because they give you game in terms of what these damn devils are trying to do. But ultimately, you can see it, you can feel it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yashai and from the apostles on down that teach and are the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and six. 666. I mean, the barcodes in the UK have a 6 at the start, 6 in the middle, 6 at the end. I'm sure they do have in America as well. It's been a while since I've been to the States, so I don't remember how the receipts look up there when they did have paper receipts, or they probably still give out paper receipts, right? So, you know. All right, so we're coming to that time. You're coming to that time. You know, the elect don't have to worry. The elect don't have to worry. The elect don't have to worry. So, you know, all these roads, all roads lead to the MOTB, but the elect are going to be covered, man. And remember one thing, Jake, these things have to happen. All right, if the kingdom's going to come, all right, if the Yahweh Shai is going to return. Okay, and once MOTB is established, and once those news segments go out on news stations, radio stations, YouTube, whatever, how it's going to be, right, and the financial system has crashed, and people are lined up to take the MOTB, the time is going to speed up even more fast, and Yahweh Shai is just around the corner, man. All right, okay, and you know, as the Lord has said in the book of Matthew, I believe, is it book of Matthew? Shorten the days. Just one more scripture. The days. I think it's a book of Matthew, right? You know, so the Lord's going to speed up the time. The Lord is speeding up the time now, but the Lord is going to speed up the time even more. Okay, Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Hence the reason why time is moving fast and we can feel it. It's like you're going, you know, it's like you're moving fast with it. And in your mind, you're like thinking, I've got to get it done. I've got to get it done. I've got to get this done. I've got to get that done. You know, so you can get at least 10 minutes or maybe an hour in the evening to yourself to watch a, I don't know, documentary or a show or a movie, you know, part of a movie. You know, you can't even watch a whole movie anymore because time is just moving fast. And you don't have no even interest in it to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Because you just want the kingdom so bad, right? And the Lord said, man, listen, you know, if this kingdom was prolonged, this heathen kingdom, no flesh is going to be saved because this damn devil's a retard, man. Only an idiot would destroy the air you breathe. Only an idiot would destroy the food you eat and the crops. Right? This damn devil's crazy. Esau is a mad scientist. Okay? And the Lord said, if those days ain't shortened, no flesh is going to be saved. So once the MOTB is established, the way the jump shot was, time is going to speed up even more. Then it'll be World War III, Revelation 11:14. Okay? And during the midst, Yahweh Shemashah will return. But there'll be a lot going on, man. A lot of scuffles and graping and deleting. Man, it's going to get gully. It's going to get mad out here. Ain't done. Don't just think it's going to be in America. It's going to be everywhere. Everywhere. The only difference is America is going to be blown off the map. Never to be inhabited ever again. Just like modern day Israel. All right. I'm going to leave it there now. All right. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yashai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kodash, Mawatha Bad Babal, Kwame Yashrala, Shalom. Time is short. We're going home soon. Shalom.